What's up, chess fam? Today we're diving into a fascinating, blink-and-you-miss-it encounter from 1956, featuring none other than the legendary Bobby Fischer. But here's the twist. It's a draw. How do two masters go 19 moves and call it quits? Let's break it down. White, Anderson, kicks things off with e4. Fischer, predictably, answers with the Sicilian defense, c5. Now, Anderson tries something a little different, heading for a King's Indian attack type setup with nf3, d4, cxd4, nxd4, and nc3. But then, things get spicy. Anderson pushes f4. He's trying to seize the king side, going for a dynamic, aggressive game right from the get-go. Fischer, cool as a cucumber, develops his pieces d6 and f6, a6, nbd7, qc7, b5, building a solid fortress and eyeing White's center. Anderson continues his kingside ambitions, castling kingside, and then, after kh1, he plays e5. This is a bold, almost reckless lunge. It opens the f-file for his rook, but crucially, it creates a backward pawn on e4 and leaves his king a bit exposed, especially on the light squares. Fischer, the predator, smells blood. He immediately targets these weaknesses. After White develops the bishop to bd3, Fischer brings his bishop to bg7. Then, after White plays bh6, Black captures with kxg7. And then, boom, Fischer's knight jumps to nh5. He's putting immediate pressure on White's kingside, eyeing that exposed f-pawn and those weakened light squares around the king. White tries to wriggle out, bringing a knight to ing5 and then nh3, but Fischer's pieces are swarming. Re8, qe7. The position is a minefield for White. White's king, tucked away on h1, suddenly feels vulnerable. Fischer hasn't delivered a single knockout punch, but the sheer pressure, the looming threats, the uncomfortable feeling for White, the fact that White has overextended and now has to play defensively against an attacking genius, it's all too much. Anderson realizes he's walked into a potentially dangerous position. At move 19, with Fischer's pieces perfectly poised for a devastating attack, Anderson agrees to a draw. It's not a checkmate. It's not a resignation from a lost position, but it's a concession to Fischer's superior understanding of the game and the immense pressure he created. Fischer forced the draw by simply being Fischer, turning White's ambitious opening into a defensive nightmare. So, even in a short draw, we see the absolute brilliance of Bobby Fischer. Overextension against a legend like that? You pay the price. Sometimes, the win isn't a checkmate. It's forcing your opponent to throw in the towel on the idea of winning. What a game. If you learned something from this quick tactical breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more epic chess content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video.